back, everybody, to Huobi Live. My name is Darko, your host this evening, and tonight we are joined by Mike from Kyrrex. Mike, welcome to Huobi Live. How are you feeling tonight, my brother?
Thank you. I'm fine. Hi to all Huobi community. I'm very glad to be here, and to speak with you.
And hello to everybody watching from all over the world. Please smash that like button and let us know in the app which country you are watching from as well. So tonight, I will be talking to Mike about Kyrrex, and I will be picking his brain, finding out more about what this Kyrrex is all about. So without further ado, before we get into the juicy questions of this live stream, there will also be an airdrop during this stream for the viewers watching in the official Huobi app. So good luck to everybody. Hope you win something tonight. All right, so without further ado, let's get straight into business. Mike, before I ask you these questions that I have lined up for you, could you please, for the people who aren't familiar with you, the people who are seeing you here for the first time, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of background, an introduction. What have you been doing, and what is it that you are doing now?
Okay, Darko. Of course, first of all, I'll tell you about my previously, and maybe also at the moment we as a company and as a person, we were working with traditional financial markets. We did financial trading on New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, and CME since 2012. We start as to do it as personal traders, and afterwards we start to build a team for algorithmic trading on the traditional markets. And only in 2015, 2016, some our friends start to speak with us about crypto, and as a traditional financial guys, we was against crypto. We didn't understand anything, and we thought that it's not a good idea to work with the crypto at that moment. And only late 2016 we start to look at this market, and to start to trade on that. Very small part of our assets we use for crypto, but we find a lot of problems as a traders, as a people who was in the traditional market, who did a lot of things, and for us, functionality and a very big problem was also to enter the market, as the people who don't know how to buy any kind of crypto, how to trade this crypto, and afterwards how to use the functionality of crypto exchanges, because at that moment it was very hard to go from traditional platforms on the financial market to the platforms which was represented at that moment. So at this moment we decided that we want to create our own, because if you want to use some very good platform, best idea at that moment was to create your own. And since 2016 we started to think about the project in crypto field to create a ecosystem in crypto field, in crypto world. We start from an exchange. We start from a lot of main parts which we put as a, let it be not even a mission, but our main ideas in our project. It was, first of all, a full transparency and regulation, because we realized that if you want to go in some financial industry, you need to be transparent, first of all, to all of your users, and also if it will be possible regulation.
Of course. Yeah.
Second point was that we want to be a high liquid platform, because at the moment, if you remember, 2016, 2017, if people trade at that moment, they realize that a lot of exchanges was with a lack of liquidity, and one day you can have a difference on BTC or Ethereum price more than 10% on different exchanges. So you can just do arbitrage between, for example, Polonix and BTC, and it will be difference in 10%. And
it was a beautiful thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very good thing, when you start to do arbitrage, and it was like a best time for that. But for very low volumes, because if you start to do to trade a big volumes, it's a big problem. And you can, for example, if you want to sell 100 BTC, 200 BTC, you can dump the price and price against you. So that's why it was another point which we choose as a direction for us, that we want to solve this issue. And also we want to bring the gap between crypto and fiat market, because even today, 2023, seems like 5 years ago we thought that this problem will be solved in the next 5 years, but no, the problem is same, and it's very hard to do. For example, if you want to sell 100 BTC and receive $2 million on your bank account, it will be a very big problem to do something like that. And the same to another side, because it's not still well regulated. Banks are not don't like to work with the crypto money, even if the crypto was mined officially, everything. So it was our main thoughts what we were going to build. But through all this time, this main direction was not changed, but we built a lot of different other things which we put into our ecosystem, and that's why we start from an exchange, but now we are ecosystem, and we're building ecosystem for financial services and crypto and fiat direction. And also we want to do a lot of projects, maybe not a lot, but a lot for digitalization of the traditional kind of business. Also, I think during our conversation, we'll tell you more about our projects with sport industry and something like that.
So moving forward, you're co-founder and CVO. So for those who aren't aware, what is a CVO?
CVO, it's Chief Visionary Officer. We I have my main partner, Victor. He is CEO of our exchange, and I'm a CVO. I'm the person who responsible for the main directions of our development, where we're going, what products we want to launch, and so on. So this is actually CVO.
So you're the visionary. You're like the prophet of the company.
Hello,
That's awesome.
Really, of course, profit as a company is it's important, but I like to find an interesting products, interesting direction where we're gonna go, and what kind of problems we can solve on the market to make it better and to help users, because still even now only maybe 400 million people are in crypto, but it's still 8 billion people in the world, so
Yeah.
that's why our idea is to help these people have a very low or very easy access to the crypto market, because even now it's really hard for simple people who are familiar with the banking structures and everything. For them it's hard to understand what is cold wallet, what is private keys, what is difference, why better to use this exchange or this exchange, or what is DeFi. For them it's a big problem, and when you try to explain it, it's mess. So that's why
it really is a big problem, especially for the people who are watching now. They think, no, crypto is easy because they're used to it, but for my grandparents who don't know how to turn a computer on, it's going to be very difficult for them.
Yep.
So they're some of the challenges that we're still trying to overcome. So thank you for that. Now, moving forward, crypto winter and bankruptcy of large companies like FTX this year they're alarming, very concerning.
Yep.
What measures does Kyrrex take to ensure compliance with regulations and prevent scamming similar to the FTX case in order to provide a secure and trustworthy platform for its users? How do we know you are not a scam?
Very good question. Okay, so let's start from the last part. How you can know that we are not a scam? First of all, you can tell a lot about spending on different points. Also, you can tell about that we are hiring people when crypto winter coming, and it's different because when you're hiring people, it means that you are growing. No, it's not all these parts that you can see in the Twitter or something like that, who try to explain that we are not scammer because we're hiring, because we are we have a lot of reserves or something like that. It's not a measure of you doing something wrong or right. That's why we think about regulation since we start our business, because we realize that if you want to be transparent, you need to find the rules or to show somehow with these rules that you are transparent and you're building a right structure. So, for example, if you speak about a lot of companies who are providing services right now, they let it be self-regulated. It means that they building their own rules. They are not reported to somebody else. They don't have any kind of audit. Doesn't matter, technical audit or I don't know, or financial audit. They don't have it. And even now, you know that a lot of companies from the audit firms, they decline all the connections with the crypto companies. And I understand why, because
Yep.
they also didn't know how to do a right audit with a company who built their system in their own vision without any kind of requirements. So that's why our company, we start with the regulation. We got license in Malta. We did it. We submit application in 2018, and we receive license in 2021. Only
Oh, wow.
around
Wow.
10 companies receive this license from more than 300 who start to submit application. Even bigger companies, biggest companies in the crypto market also start this process, but they didn't finish. Because when you start to realize that you work with the finance and this is centralized exchange where you are keeping clients' money, and it's very big responsibility for you, not only from the reason to some person in the company who decide, oh, I want to shut down the business and bye-bye. No, it's also about some technical issues, some operational issues. I think everybody knows about the situation with I can't remember. I think it was crypto.com when they sent more than 10 million to the
Yes,
person.
it was them. Yeah, I remember that.
Withdraw
That was
$1
not too
million,
long ago. Yes.
and they find it only after 2 years. It means that their financials it's not in the right way, because how you can forgot about 10 million that you sent in
Oops.
wrong direction, you know? So it's crazy, and that's why why we choose also Malta, because we realize that they built a really right way to regulate the companies who will be responsible of people's money. Because, for example, to receive this, you need to pass through technical audit. It means that all your code, all your system, which you build, with your thought, you can't build it as you want. You need to show it to auditor who will check is it right or wrong. Maybe some backdoors was there or something like that.
Correct.
You need to check it. So it's first point. Second point, all the processes, procedures, and policies. Because also it's very interesting point that a lot of people thinking that regulation is only about KYC ML procedure with the client and that's all. No, it's only a small part, but main part is that you need to prove to regulator that you are the company who will work honestly and transparently with your clients. So system audit, financial audit, external, internal. It means that you need to have a person, a company who will do internal audit of all your processes, procedures, and everything, and external auditor. Also,
And
yeah.
I was just going to throw in there, and also you have the local jurisdictions, to where you operate, watching what you're doing as well.
Yes,
So you have
exactly.
them to worry about as well.
And it's, for example, just a little point, which is very small not a small requirement, but one part of the requirements is just, for example, in Malta, it's live audit log. This is the server in Malta with access with a fingerprint, which collecting all the actions in your software with the clients each second. And for example, if something is wrong or some person has some questions or something like that, all authorities can go to the server and realize what was going on and how it was. You can't change it. You can't do something with that, because a lot of situation was also with FTX when they told, oh, at the end of the day we was hacked for 400 mil or something like that. And how it was, and nobody can tell how this money came out, who used it was backdoor or not, or no, what was wrong. So, and this system allow you to, not all people and authorities, to realize what was the situation, how it works, all the things. So it means that we are not scary about that. We are ready to show to everybody that we are transparent, and we are working with these authorities to show that we have all the insurance, we meet all those requirements, capital requirement, this live audit log, all audits that we need to pass. And also very interesting thing that in 1 year, approximately in Europe, will be one regulation for all Europe, which called MiCA, Markets and Crypto Assets. And this regulation will be even not so high requirements as it was in Malta. And almost all rules was taken from Maltese law for the cryptocurrencies. So for us, it's easy just to change our license and to be regulated. Even now, we can work with all Europe, but afterwards it will be a rule that you need to have this license if you want to work with Europe market. And for us, it's not a problem because we just change our license to Nika license and we work in Europe as well. So this is the point why and also we are now working to receive license in UK for digital bank. We are also in process to receive license in USA for the money transmission license, but it's not like it's not strict crypto regulation because in USA you don't have even now you don't have any kind of particular licensing for a crypto, but this license allow you to work with a crypto fiat exchange, for example. So we are also in process to receive that. So this is our direction. This is our path, and that's why we as a structure who not only talking about that, but we can prove that we are transparent and we as a company who built a real structure, financial structure for the future.
Very interesting answer. A lot more detailed than what I was expecting. So very good answer. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, next up, a number of media mentioned that in 2022, you implemented services and products such as mobile app, referral program, platform for tournaments, etc. Can you also tell us about some new services and products in your ecosystem that you are currently working on but are yet to be launched to the public?
Yeah, we have a few big, I will not speaking about some small changes, but I want to tell about some really good products which will change maybe the rules even on the market.
Oh yeah, that's a big statement right there.
Yeah. One of them, it's as I told you, digital bank. It's our idea. Why we talking that we are speaking that we are ecosystem, because we want to build a real financial structure with all possible kind of services on financial market for the custody, for trading, for exchanging, for something like that in one application. And it's not easy. It's not about software even. It's about regulation, about licensing, because next product, it will be digital bank. It means that in one application, you will have your exchange possibility to trade crypto against fiat or crypto against crypto or OTC deals. But in same application, you will have a possibility to deposit, to open your bank account in the digital bank with your IBAN and use it for, paying bills and to receive payments. Because now some exchanges, they do card issue connected to your crypto balance. But it's different story because you can only have this account. You can only use it as a crypto exchange and just in card which will connect it to this balance. But in this case, it will be a separate bank account which you can use as a real bank, and it will solve the problem when you have, as I told you, you want to buy crypto and your bank don't want to send money to crypto exchange because their risk policy.
We've heard those stories before, yes.
And now,
big problem.
And in this case, you'll have all inside. You'll have a separate digital bank with your own IBAN, which you can use as a payment for everything. And in the same place, you'll have a possibility to trade crypto. So this is digital bank. Of course, we will also issue debit card, but it will be connected not to the your crypto balance, but to the multi-balance with your bank and crypto. So it's a little bit different.
Nice. That will be a game changer for sure.
And this is only first point. We start to receive this license. We suppose, I think, 6-9 months to receive the license, and afterwards we will, because software is not so hard, it's not so big deal and a lot of time. But most important is the licensing. So licensing will be approximately 6 to 9 months as a statistic.
From now, or is it already in the process?
We started 1 month ago. So I think 5 to 8 months maybe.
Cool.
Another product, it's really, we think it's huge. Now it's hard to promote it, but we think that this is the future of digitalization of the sport industry.
Do tell.
That now a lot of companies start to tokenize everything, and especially it's easy to tokenize something which is on hype or have a lot of subscribers. Okay, so they start to tokenize, and was one of the really good idea, but with a very low execution. It's my point of view. I don't know, maybe somebody thinks indifferent, but it's the tokenization of the sport industry and creating of the fund token. It's easy to sell, it's easy to do, but it's easy to create a real value inside. So when people start to create these fund tokens, it means that you can buy this and sell these fund tokens, but without any kind of real value behind it. So, for example, situation, if you check the situation, almost all fund tokens after the listing, their price going down. Doesn't matter. The football club or Formula One team or I don't know other team, they could have a very good performance, their token price going down. They'll have bad performance, coin going price can go up or down. Doesn't matter. So it's not any connection with the real situation on the market, and that's why we start to work on that, because it's also a very good idea to improve the connection between football clubs, between sport teams, also athletes and their fan base, and to bring this maybe gap between them, to help them to be more close to each other, because I think a lot of people who, for example, watching football, they are thinking, oh, it's a good idea, for example, to buy some young player, I don't know, shares or tokens, or doesn't matter, somehow to invest into this young asset and then to receive some profit from this. Or but it's very hard to do in a legal way, and that's why fund token is one way how you can help to have this connection, but it's only verbal connection. And our idea is to put the value inside this token. So that's why we build the project Kyrrex Sport, where this token will be connected with the sponsorship contracts of the asset or the team. And maybe it depends of crypto market will grow, possibly also salary. Because, for example, even if you put possibility to for this asset or team, especially young one, because a lot of people start to tokenize some stars who already start, but the point is that they already did everything, they're on the top, so the price mostly will go down. And the idea is to help a young athletes, young people who want to grow in their direction, so, and also to have some benefit from this side, because first point is to create this token which will be a part of the sponsorship contract. And each year, if this asset going good, the performance is good, his sponsorship contract will grow up. So, and all sponsors will go to buy this token because they need to pay some part of the sponsorship contract in this token. So we will create a real demand, not just some demand on the speculation part, but real demand for this token for each season, for each performance and everything. So this is the point. Next step is also NFT, but same NFT with some value. It could be NFT to have, I don't know, to visit his trading once a year, to have the coffee with the asset, to have some, I don't know, posts or stories with him in Instagram. Just an example. Or also, and this is like third stage of the project, we're also working on, it's a game which will be connected to this NFT. So
yes, that'd be nice.
Because this NFT will be not only for holding somewhere, but also to use in this game as a booster for your crypto asset. I think that in next few months we will do all the releases about that, and you'll know more about the project and how it works. But this is our idea, how we can, improve the connection with the digital economy, with the digital assets, improve connection between athletes and football clubs and sport clubs, sport teams, and their fan base. So this is next huge project. And also third one, which is, I think you are very familiar with, but it's a little bit different. It's derivatives for the crypto. You can find a lot of such products on the market right now, but the main problem is same as for the fiat, for the spot trading exchanges. It's not regulated. And if we speak about spot market, there are a lot of space for some manipulation, for some machinations with the price and everything, because you need to deposit USDT, buy BTC, and withdraw. So this exchange mostly need to have some all these assets on their storage and to send. So it's very hard to go inside the price and do something wrong. But even this thing with the front running and everything is working even on the spot, but in very small amount if you compare with the derivatives market, because derivatives market, it's a black box in almost all exchanges, all that you can find on the market. And if we speak about possible integration of institutional players from the traditional markets with the big money which we are waiting for to have a new bull run for the crypto, we need to have possibility to give them access to the derivatives market. But how they can enter to derivatives market if all of derivatives products structures are not regulated? That's why I think you heard 2 years ago, 1 year ago, that a lot of countries start to ban different exchanges with derivatives in a lot of countries, especially Europe, UK, USA. We are not talking about, because USA, for sure they banned it previously. And this is the point. And we start to work to build first regulated derivatives. I think it's not first because you have derivatives on the CME, maybe even 4 years ago. But the trading volume and the access to this market is not so easy for retail, for other clients as it is now. So that's why it will be like a derivatives platform, but regulated one with a transparent, right mechanism of matching, of pricing, of everything, which allow people to work, with a good platform, and to be sure that they're not going to lose their funds, not because of their trading, but because of some problems with the provider. So this is our third big product which we want to launch in this year.
Speaking about funds, that leads us on to my next question. So, but before I get to that, was there anything else you wanted to add, or?
No, we can go. We can go. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So, can you introduce us to the team behind Kyrrex? How can we be sure that we can trust our funds in a platform that your team created?
Yep. Okay. As I mentioned previously, we are the team from traditional finance, from traditional financial market, and we, our developers, our management team, we was work with traditional banks, with traditional finance, so we knows everything how it works and how to keep safety, security for all the funds and functions for the clients. So it's not a reason, why we are a good or bad company, but our team is growing, and last year we grew, I think, twice.
Wow.
Our team, yeah, and it's team of developers, because almost I think all of our software we built by ourselves, and we also did a lot of checks for all the software because of regulation, because of it's also our idea to be more transparent. So we have very good people from blockchain. We have very good advisors. Our board of directors in USA is also very interesting for the growing. It's from classic financial market, but anyway, this is the people who will help us to understand, and to build up the processes there. So.
Yep. I wasn't sure if you cut out then.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you dropped out. Awesome. So, Mike, Kyrrex was an official sponsor for Pramac Racing and their MotoGP team through a partnership in the 2022 season. What can we expect from sports activities and plans for this year, and how can this partnership benefit Kyrrex? So I know you did mention just a few moments ago the fan tokens.
Yep.
Is there anything else that we can expect from these types of partnerships that you haven't mentioned yet?
Yes. It's especially the reason why we jump into the sponsorships, because our idea is to have not only sponsorship but a partnership with the teams, And yes, last year we was a sponsor of Pramac Racing, and we hope that we will sign them for next season. We will work with and we work with them. And our idea is not just to have a sponsorship, but to do a tokenization and digitalization for the team. So this is our main direction. Very sorry.
No worries.
Here's my Telegram. Yeah. So, so we are thinking to create this tokenization in the right way with real value behind, and also a part of Pramac, we will have contracts with a few young riders from MotoGP, which was very good last season, and some of them was same. It's Jorge Martin and Pedro Costa from Moto2 as rookie of the year for the past season, and we hope that next season, after next season, he will go to MotoGP also. And our idea is to support, as I told, young people and to build digitalization for them, because you have a very big space to grow. And our idea is to help these people and also to help our clients, our community, also to grow with these people and to have some benefits for them. So this is our main thought.
It's really cool to hear you say that, and that you really do support the up and rising newcomers, for example, because what you're doing now is potentially giving them future opportunities that people before them never had. So that's the beautiful thing about what you're achieving now. So I really admire that. That's really, really cool. Really cool.
Yes, it was really our idea, because when the asset already on the top, it's good for visibility. It's good to have a sponsorship with them, but it's very important. And also our idea was not only for the young people just on the time of their career, but also after, because that a lot of athletes, a lot of sportmen from from different kind of disciplines, after their career is finished, 90% of them, they have a very big problems with the finance.
I've heard that.
Depression and everything. So our idea is to help them to keep growing after in digital space, because after their career they can go and build up their their character in digital space. And it's very interesting,
and the reputation as well.
Yep. So this is our idea as well, just to help them to grow, and also after finishing of career in real life to start to build this career in digital space. So this is our idea.
That is so cool. So cool. So besides all that, what is your plan for global expansion? And at present, right now, which market does Kyrrex focus on, like right now as well?
Yep. Now, as I told you, our main target is Europe. At this moment, it's Europe, because we had the licensing, we have everything for crypto fiat on ramp, and that's why we want to expand the European market, first of all. Next steps will be USA, but also only after we will receive license, and we will go state by state, because if you speak about money transmission license, you need to have this license in each state. It means that you will receive in one, then next. And also we are very, very close to Latin America market, and we are thinking that Latin America market could be a next boom for in economy perspective. So we start with Panama, Colombia, and also are supposed to work with Brazilian market.
Oh wow! I think even El Salvador will be interested in what you're doing too.
Yes, of course. And our idea is to start with the Panama, and I'll tell you why. Because Panama is like Hong Kong in the Asia. Is a financial center of Latin America, and their native currency it's USD dollar, American dollar. So it's also very good to
makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
Yes. So and it will be a very good start, and that's why we start with Panama. Next step will be Colombia, Brazil, and of course Salvador, because Salvador also already have regulation for crypto. Brazil as well, and that's why we because at the moment, Panama and Colombia, they are working on the law. Panama is very close to sign the final draft of the law for the crypto. Colombia is only start with that. Brazil and Salvador already did everything. So it's the countries where we want to start and to grow for the Latin America market. Of course, we are interested in other markets, but step by step. It's very important to go step by step in right way, because without licensing, you can go whatever you want without any kind of problem at the first days, But for the long term, it will be a very big problem. So for us, it's better to do step by step in the right way and to build our product, as a long term project.
Well, what can I say? You've really done your homework there, and it sounds very strategic indeed. So you're the man with the plan, and now I understand why they call you the chief visionary. So good stuff there. Good stuff. So next up, do you think your platform and users' funds are secure enough from hackers, and what measures are typically taken to ensure the safety and security of cryptocurrency platforms for users?
No, as I told you previously, it's really main important part of the business. It's the security of the platform, because the company working with finance, and the first question is the safety of these funds which you want to collect, which you want to custody from with your clients. So first of all, we need to divide security for the two parts. One part is the security for the clients. It means that they need to secure their own, let it be private keys and accounts from stealing their assets. So that's why we provide with the most secure possibility as a two-factor authentication with OTC. So it means that people can use it for withdrawals, for transactions, and to help them, to avoid all the problems with the compromising of their personal data. Okay, is the first side, and another side is of course security hour as exchange. And as I told you, it's very good when you have a regulation, because you even not need to think about what you need to do a good security, because they will have a strict requirements and they will tell you what you need to do for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a benefit to regulations. That's true.
Yeah, because they will tell you, okay, you need to pass security test, security check, not only one time and to have the certificate and everything. No, you will need to do it all the time, once, twice a year for sure. You need to do. All the new version of your software need to be revised also. So it means that once you provide a new version of the software, you need to do a new security check and new check of the software, and to show that you pass this check before you will do this update. So it means that all these things, first of all, we build up on our end, and then we check with the companies. We have two companies. One company from the traditional market of the security is ISSP, who working with us and checking all our security and giving us the certificate and reports about our security. And another company is Haken, it's from crypto market, and so we have two companies who check our vulnerability, and give us reports, and our reports all the time it's very good. Or if we have some minor problems, we will, before we do all the updates, we solve these problems, we fix these minor vulnerabilities, and only after we update our software and give it to the clients.
I really like your point. I like your point about the regulations. Regulations are like a checklist. I never thought of it like that. I'm going to remember that one. I'll be saying that in the future. That's awesome. Because regulations really are like a checklist. So tick tick tick, and you're in line. It's all good. Now, can you tell us more about your partnership project, Lot.trade, the tournament platform, and how are you going to attract more traders there in the future?
Yep. Lot.trade, it's a project where we became partners more than 1 year ago. we met these guys, and we heard about this project, and we realized that we could help them to build this product, because really, it's something which is not implemented yet. This is really true tournaments for the traders and building their portfolio um, in the crypto market. Because, for example, of course, it's very interesting for the people to not only just trade on the platform, but also to take a participation in tournament and to win some prizes and maybe some duels between traders. Because now it's very different story with the trading now and 20 years ago. 20 years ago, all the traders, it's the people on the Wall Street or something like that. And today, traders, it could be the people who playing games, who like a lot of they have a lot of way how they can learn about crypto, about trading. There are a lot of communities, a lot of schools for the trading, and for them it's a part of activity is to take participation, in such possible gamification process, and to make this process not only earning from the market, but also to have some prizes from the tournament. And also, what we're thinking for the future is to building their portfolio, which helps them, because we want to implement. It's our next step will be to implement the SBT token for the traders, and this SBT token will collect all the previous performance of this trader. So the idea is
Oh, nice.
for the building a portfolio for the next step as a social trading. It means that because that a lot of people they wanna invest some money to other traders who are professional and to their performance, their idea. But how you can understand is a trader good or no? So once you have this SBT token and to understand that his performance was 3-4 years before and he growing with this Sharpe ratio and this performance and maximum drawdown was this, you realize that it's okay for you and you want to invest. It's much better for transparency of this kind of business, because it will help first of all investors to realize that these traders are reliable and they can invest in these people. And another way, the traders who will be interested to build up their portfolio and to show and to collect more money for the trading, for the copy trading, and to receive a performance-based fee on this end. So this is like our main idea.
Very good, very good. So we're almost reaching the end of our live segment tonight. So before we give this a wrap, where can people find you? Where can they go for more information? Like a website?
Our website,
Yeah.
Kyrrex.com. For example, also we have website Kyrrex.mt, which is for European Union. That's all. Our groups in Telegram, in Twitter, Kyrrex official. You can go and look at all this information about the tournaments. Also, we start with a lot our tournament, which is start I think today with Huobi.
Okay,
The
cool.
tournament with Huobi, yeah. And for it will be 50,000 Kyrrex as a prize pool for this tournament. So I think you can also take participation. Lot.trade website you can use, and it's very easy because you don't need to to deposit some money, nothing. You just need to connect with the API, with the exchange. API read only. It means that you can't trade from that. You can do anything just to receive the information of your trades, to calculate your ROI and volume, and that's all. So it's very
Awesome.
easy to use.
And by visiting your official website, people can access your social medias, Twitter, Telegrams, and
Yep,
whatever
yep,
else you're
yep.
on, and visit your communities and ask whatever questions they have. And
Exactly.
yeah, cool. So it's all there on the website. So once again, your website was
Kyrrex.com.
very good, very good. Now, before we give this a wrap, thank you to everybody watching via the official Huobi app and on Crypto Tonight YouTube live. Mike, is there anything else you wish to share with our audience before we give this a wrap? Have we missed anything? Anything else?
I think now it's I want to tell to all people who are using crypto and also working with different kind of platforms, it's to think more about security and safety at the moment, because we talk about that a lot, but when everything going up, nobody's thinking about that. But now it's very good time to start to think about security of the funds and to think about the partners whom you choose for the trading, and to stay safe. And of course, that crypto winter it's a cycle, so we just need to build up our muscles and to start for the next bull run.
That's it. That's it. Mike, thank you so much for coming on board tonight. It's been an honor and pleasure meeting you, and hopefully we get to see you back again in the near future with further news, updates, and possibly even announcements. So fingers crossed
Thank
for
you.
that. Would really look forward to that. And once again, thank you to everybody watching on the live from all over the world. Until next time, please be safe, be healthy, trade wise, and as always, rock on.
Thanks.